Hey, Josh Cruz here again. I decided to do something a little bit different today. Now, pretty much me and my girlfriend have been wondering about some of the dogs my family has. I guess technically not mine, the parents. They pay the vet bills, stuff like that. But you know how it goes with that. There's always one person that certain dogs will just cling to. Anyhow, we chose two of the dogs to get a dog DNA test for because we're kind of curious about one named Karma. It's like God put together a bunch of spare parts. She's amazing, but a bit of a mystery. The other dog, Chief, who you've seen in another one of my videos, well, let's just put it this way. Dad looks like a Staffordshire Terrier. Mom looked like a Louisiana Bulldog. He looks nothing like them and weighs 110 pounds, and they probably both only weighed 50 at the max. Sure, you can say it's probably somewhere in, the family background, whatever. But he looks like an Italian Mastiff. So, we got curious. What are they? We can say, well, Bulldog mix, she's maybe a Pit Bull mix, but that doesn't quite cut it. So, after looking around, and it's actually much simpler than doing a DNA test for people, where there's like 4 options, there's only 2. One is DNA My Dog, based in Toronto. They test for apparently 85 of the most common breeds. And the other one is actually a test called, let me see here, Wisdom Panel, currently on 4.0, which is from Mars Veterinary, a business unit of Mars Pet Care, apparently the world's largest pet care provider according to their website. And they test for about 250 plus breeds. I'm not a geneticist, so I can't tell you for sure with any certainty which one is more accurate, and I don't think you really could without running your own tests, so that's not what I'm going to get into. But one of the reasons why we wanted to test this, and I went with Wisdom Panel because not only are they testing for what looks like more breeds, but they provide some health information, what your dog probably should weigh based on that, are they sensitive to certain drugs or not. So, you get the idea. Kind of like 23andMe for people, only for dogs. So, we ordered 2 test kits. They run about $85 a piece, if I remember. Which is not too bad. It's like $99 for Ancestry.com for people, so, it's pretty comparable. Now, we did this mostly because of curiosity. But actually, it turns out a lot of the shelters will do DNA tests to help a dog get adopted. They can say a dog is a Labrador Retriever mix. Or people go, well, what if it's a Pit Bull? Well, they can say, sure, is it a Pit Bull or is it not? Is it a Pit Bull mix, which could be important? Now, I'll go ahead and say right now, as far as that goes, and I'll do a video, basically bring up all the research, I'll put links in it and everything. There's no hard science that says any one dog breed is more vicious than another. Now, some are certainly better geared to being a guard dog or a herding type dog or a sight hound, different things like that. But any dog, when raised right and treated properly, can be just as loving and caring a member of the family as any other dog. And yes, there are some dog breeds that really only like one person, like they love one person, they love the family, but they have their person. And some dogs are just loving everyone. That is true. But there's no such thing as just one vicious dog breed. So, shelters and some people who might live in a co-op and need to provide documentation about what their dog is will get DNA tests to say, my dog is officially this, or most likely to be this, because it's like with any DNA test where you're doing one for yourself as a person, it's only as good as the database is pulling information from. Which, according to Mars Veterinary, they have arguably the largest in the world right now, and one of the most well-documented ones, so presumably pretty good. But this is also a way for people to provide a certificate. It's not done by, you can order it yourself. Some tests are done by vet, as far as being ordered. But as far as I know, there's only these 2 companies. So this is a way to get a certificate basically saying, my dog is most likely this. That's really about all I have to say for now. I'll update, obviously, about the whole process, probably along and along, and definitely whenever we get results, which should take about 5 days for the test kits to get here. And then it'll take, I think they estimate about 3 weeks, which is shorter than for people. And we are going to be very curious about what both our dogs are, because one looks like a Mastiff, the other, we'll just call her a question mark. But I wanted to make a video about this because some people might be thinking about it. Some people may probably have never even heard of DNA tests for dogs, which, you know, there are companies popping up all the time for this stuff. So who knows how many there will be in a year from now. But people love their dogs, people love their pets, so they will spend on this. And so I wanted to do a little video, at least on my experience with this test for the 2 dogs that we're going to do it on. Now, I'm probably not going to try the other one because from what I've read in reviews and what I've seen in articles that, you know, different papers have done on them, both are good. So I'm not going to nitpick about which result might be better. And that's really it for now. I'll keep you up to date. And for those who are interested in learning more, I'll try to make a more informative video with links to everything. And by the way, this is not a sell for any one company. This is more to provide information, so if people didn't know this existed, knew it existed, are thinking about it, they can think about this for themselves and maybe do it for their own dog. You might think you have a purebred, but turns out could be some stuff in the background. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.